When the music reached the bridge, a sound broke through that no one expected. It shifted the whole mood of the studio. He turned his head so slowly that the engineer thought time itself had stopped. The note was trembling, drawn out, and never part of the original recording. Selena had added it during a quiet late-night session, a last-minute decision that carried its own hidden meaning. It hinted at Cabo, a place with significance for only 3 people. 2 were in the room that night. The third belonged to another life, married now, and not someone meant to be recalled in an album that was supposed to honor Benny. Fans had circled March 21st on their calendars for the official release. But inside Interscope headquarters, 2 days before, the air grew heavy during a private listening session. When track 11 began to play, Benny stood at the back of the room, arms crossed so tight, his watch pressed into his skin. As the bridge ended, silence filled the space until the head of A&R leaned in and muttered, "Tell me that was just a decoy." Benny forced a short laugh, brittle and unconvincing, because in that moment, he began to realize Selena might still be singing about a past she hadn't left behind. Fans online had been hunting for signs weeks earlier, but the truth was buried deeper, hidden in the song's metadata. Track 11 was finalized at 3:17 a.m., a time suspiciously familiar, Justin's usual posting hour. Selena had reopened the project only a minute after Justin uploaded a black and white photo captioned simply, "Cleansing." The session wrapped at 4 a.m., but the damage lingered. Benny never thought to check the file logs. If he had, he would have seen the timestamp staring back at him. Beneath the main chorus, Selena had tucked in a reversed vocal track. Played forward, her whispers surfaced clearly. "He never said sorry." Within 8 hours of release, fans had cracked it wide open and TikTok lit up with edits replaying the secret. Song titles only pushed the fire higher. "You Said You Were Sorry" was instantly compared to Justin's hit, "Sorry." Side-by-side lyric threads swarmed Twitter. Then came "Younger and Hotter Than Me." Pulsing with insecurity over sharp electronic beats, beauty bloggers latched onto a line about all the girls in this lobby wearing a particular lipstick, and Sephora rushed to restock as demand spiked overnight. Benny searched the lyrics desperately for traces of himself. He thought back to November 2017. Selena, still fragile after her kidney transplant, had been spotted at church with Justin. Both carried coffee cups like tokens of peace, and one witness claimed they prayed together about moving forward with new relationships. Just 2 weeks later, Benny had first met Selena at a Malibu writing camp. She hummed a line softly, "I used to feel like an angel." Those same words reappeared years later in "Younger and Hotter Than Me," but this time twisted into something that seemed to be belonged to someone else. Fans framed the unfolding drama as a love story that had turned into a chess match. Insiders saw something colder: strategy. Selena's team seemed to time every teaser with Justin's public appearances. When he accepted a humanitarian award, she released cover art featuring a broken halo. When Haley shared sunny vacation photos, Selena dropped a snippet about fading matching tattoos. As the release drew closer, rumors spread on Reddit that track 9 ended with a voicemail Benny hadn't approved. When the album finally dropped, it was there. After a single guitar strum, Benny's voice filled the speakers. The very night he had proposed. His face drained of color. The live stream froze for viewers for 10 long seconds. But Benny knew it wasn't technical, it was intentional. Why would Selena use something so personal, something so his, in this way? On Don't Wanna Cry V2, Selena shifted the story, admitting her own role in the breakup with the line, "I edited my dreams to fit your highlight reel." The lyrics spread like wildfire, sending streams soaring. Hidden deep in the stems was a short cello sample, 6 seconds lifted from Justin's 2015 tour. It hadn't been cleared. Lawyers scrambled, and YouTube's system overlooked it because the pitch had been altered. Fans recognized it immediately. After the album release, Selena retreated from the spotlight. But before that came what fans called her Solitude era, stretching from 2018 through 2023. She moved homes 4 times, each one farther from Los Angeles. She kept a phone permanently on airplane mode and filled it with late-night voice memos. 30 of those clips turned into demos. 13 became finished tracks. During this time, news of her bipolar diagnosis became public. Some nights she poured out 8 songs in one sitting. Some weeks she couldn't leave her bed. She studied therapy methods and began weaving her mental health reflections into melodies. When Lose You to Love Me first dropped, listeners heard a breakup song. Selena heard a personal case study. Soon after, a leak revealed Justin had called her 23 times in the days following his wedding. Selena turned the detail into a lyric. I ignored call 23, you ignored promise 200, twisting his earlier couple hundred times into something sharper, cutting. Benny tried to protect her. He bought blackout curtains, banned mirrors in the studio, hoping to create calm. But Selena ripped them down, saying she needed light for shadow work. Their arguments spilled into recordings, engineers quietly labeling the files Stormwatch. In the spring of 2024, Justin's YouTube search history went viral. He said it was just the algorithm. Fans claimed it revealed obsession. Selena's only public response was an Instagram story of ocean waves with the caption, "The tide never chases foam." Over 8 million people viewed it. Legal storms soon followed. Hailey's team threatened to, sued TikTok creators spreading theories, while Selena trademarked a wellness brand named after the album. Benny went silent online for 3 days. On the 4th, he posted a black square with the words, "Love is louder than echoes." The font matched the banners from Selena's 2017 tour. Fans instantly speculated maybe a deluxe edition was coming, timed for when contracts expired. Rumors spread of a new project, tentatively titled 31. Supposedly, its chorus carried nothing more than a sample dial tone and a single sigh. No one knew whose voice it belonged to. After the album stream, the fallout began quietly but cut deep. Hailey's reactions became predictable but still carried weight. Selena's mother unfollowed Benny without explanation, and her sister posted a TikTok using ASL for danger, sparking speculation across fan forums. Benny stopped checking comments altogether. On tour, Selena's stage visuals shifted from soft chapel arches to shattered phone screens, a striking metaphor that kept audiences guessing. Meanwhile, Justin's team announced a surprise EP set for the same release week, igniting a brewing streaming battle as labels scrambled to dominate playlists and executives braced for sleepless nights. Then came the real shock. Leaked deposition transcripts revealed Hailey's lawyers alleging overlapping IP addresses between Selena's merch store and a gossip account that had mocked Hailey for months. No charges were filed, only whispers. Selena's lawyers denied everything, but fans clung to whichever version suited their narrative. Each flare-up pushed her streams higher. Spotify even flagged her record for unusual loyalty, listeners looping tracks endlessly, like surveillance footage, searching for secrets. For Benny, royalty checks proved heartbreak sold well, though each payout felt sour. Track 7 carried its own haunting detail. Selena ended it with faint hospital ward audio from her transplant recovery. You could hear the pump if you listened closely. She wanted it left as proof she had survived. Benny, listening back, felt the gravity of that decision weigh on him. At the Met Gala, Benny walked the carpet alone. Reporters shouted about the engagement, but he only smiled. Inside, he lingered at the bar while Selena, wrapped in shimmering silver, posed elegantly on the staircase. They never exchanged a glance. Fans obsessed over footage of their exits, separated by only 3 minutes, close enough to be chance, but just enough to fuel headlines. Selena linked her music to purpose, pledging 20% of vinyl sales to a mental health nonprofit. Some called it a publicity move, others saw it as authentic healing. Benny quietly began therapy and experimented with strange time signatures in his writing. Still, what struck him most was Selena's backstage reference to a children's book about constellations guiding lost sailors. The book's first edition came out the same year she met Justin, a coincidence that screamed louder than any lyric. Selena's lyrics quickly became breakup captions on TikTok, sparking podcasts, essays, and endless analysis. She stayed silent as others turned her story into content. 15 months later, she announced Closure Live, a stadium tour Benny produced. On opening night, the finale ended with darkness and the words, "Some stories whisper when they end." No encore followed. Backstage, Benny was handed hard drives labeled 31. The courier's only words were, "You'll know when the last echo fades." By mid-2025, Selena vanished to Big Sur, rumored to write at dawn over lavender tea, while Benny visited quietly, leaving coffee without staying. Hulu released an 8-part documentary covering every detail of their saga, which fans devoured like detectives piecing together evidence. Benny, exhausted, poured panic into sound, heartbeats, breaths, and uneasy bass drops. Streaming data revealed Selena's catalog spiked 70% whenever Justin posted baby photos. Dubbed the cry cycle, TikTok's Jelena filter exploded past 1 billion uses. Parody merch selling by the millions. On tour in Sao Paulo, her in-ears glitched, replaying Justin's raw ad-libs. She froze, then smiled like a blade. A year later, critics ranked her album alongside heartbreak classics. Rumors swirled that 31 would end with the line, "I loved you louder than you listened." If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on Selena and Justin's story.